So, a Series 10 trailer was leaked yesterday, but and I made a video about it, but it got taken down by the BBC, and you can't watch the trailer anymore. Luckily, I downloaded the trailer, so I can watch it now, and I can describe to you everything that happens in it in like quite a detailed way, just so you know what happens in it, so you don't miss anything. Because I know some of you are quite excited for Series 10. I'm not personally, but quite a few people are. So, yeah, I thought I'd just do this little video of doing this. And if the BBC take down this video, I'm gonna be mad. But anyways, it starts off with Nardo looking down like with something, looking at something. Yeah, then we see a pyramid and with a forest around it. We see some rocks. We see a field with some emoji robots walking and some insects flying behind them. We see a space station which looks a bit like the wheel in space. It's round. It's made out of loads of tubes and stuff. We see Bill running. The TARDIS doors opening and the Doctor and Bill talking outside the TARDIS. We see the interior of the TARDIS, which looks just like it did in Series 9. And then we see Bill being like, "It's a kitchen," and the Doctor being like, "What?" We see them walking around some swimming pools where there's like some bees, and then Bill saying like, "Oh, that's proper cool," while staring at an emoji robot, and she's like, "Oh, it speaks emoji," and then it has some thumbs ups in its eyes. Yeah, I don't like this bit. I don't like the emoji robots. I think they're really silly. Then we see Bill and the Doctor on Mars. We see this sort of snowy landscape, from which is apparently 1812 or something, I think, or 1814. I can't quite remember. Um, then we see some people pointing spears at the Doctor and Nardo. Um, we see Bill's face in a sort of Sylvester McCoy like intro thing, like how those bubble things in the Sylvester McCoy intro. It's like Bill's face inside one of those, and then like we go inside the bubble. It looks a bit odd. We see another shot of the wheel like thing, and we see the Doctor and Bill underwater with an eye staring at them. We see the Doctor smiling, Nardo saying something, a Dalek shooting at the camera, a woman made out of water saying "exterminate." Um, Again, a field with like a bright flash thing, and an explosion, and Doctor and Bill running. Some mummified creature and some robes. There has been, well, I mean, we have seen pictures of these on set. I think it's like they look a bit like yeah, mummies, just look like they're wearing robes. One of them's wearing a red robe, and there's three others. All wearing different colored robes, which is interesting enough, I suppose. Then we see a shot of Bill's face and some guy trying to open a door. An emoji robot, that's smiling, and then it shows it stops smiling, and it shows like skulls in its eyes. And we see Missy, a wooden creature, a bit like the thing from the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. We see the Doctor in this sort of, well, battlefield, I suppose, a sort of with UN soldiers everywhere, which is quite interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. Well, it's probably going to be an awful episode, but I mean, it's interesting. See the TARDIS flying, those mummy creatures pointing their hands at the camera, some Doctor hitting some Victorian guy, the Doctor and Bill in spacesuits, Bill crying, a shot of the Mondasian Cyberman, a shot of the new Ice Warrior design, Bill and the Doctor, shot of Missy, water fountain thing, and the Doctor throwing a classic sonic screwdriver at Nardo. Bill running, the TARDIS flying, then it says a time for heroes, and then it says 16th of April. Yeah, it's not a great trailer, but I just thought I'd tell you what happens in it, just so you don't miss anything, I suppose, because I know some of you are really excited for it. Yeah.